What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? I hope everybody is having a good week so far. I am here, and that's all I can say. I'm blessed for right now, and if you're not, we gonna get through it. All right. Um, I want to start this off. First of all, let me just say, I don't even know how long this gonna be because I will say some of these topics. I was literally scratching to get some topics. I'm putting this out at the forefront. I'm doing Ask Ashley. I put up a couple of videos on my other channel, Ashley Shy TV. If you guys want to subscribe to it or watch it or whatever you want to do to it, you can go look on my community tab, and I repost all the videos there so that it can directly take you there if you want to look at it that way. Um, I did a video on the Fallon in that situation. I ain't going into detail on this video. If you want to go into detail on that, we'll do that. But I'm going to do that later, okay? But first of all, I just want to start this video off talking about Haiti. Haiti has been going through a whole lot, okay? Haiti has been going through a whole lot with their president that, was taken out, and the first lady just got back there after the traumatic experience she and her family went through, losing her husband the way that she did. And then the island got hit with a 7.2 magnitude earthquake that happened Saturday or Friday, and I just feel so bad because when it first happened, people were saying that it was like 200 people that died, and it's like all of the natural, and I think they having like some tropical bad weather too, a tsunami or something else that's coming that's gonna be messing up stuff. I said, what more can this country take? Every time they always going through a natural disaster, and I just don't understand it. I gotta go. I seen a documentary on the reason why stuff like that happens, and I just gotta go back and find it to educate myself again, because this is just every time Haiti and the DR, Dominican Republic, they're on the same island, okay? But we always hearing stuff, these natural disasters and stuff happening to Haiti. And it's the poor of the islands. And it just makes me sad. It makes me sad. At first they said the death toll was around 200, and by today it was over 1,300. They keep pulling bodies out of the rubble, and it's just, what can you do? Like, what can you do? At moments like this, I really feel, really down on myself. Like, I can't do nothing from here. Offering money, yeah, that'll help, but is the money going to the place that it's supposed to be going to? And, I just think about that. And like I said in my other video, if you know some good organizations and some things that we can donate, because I can even, if we can ship clothing, we can ship food, I can do all of that. And I just feel bad for the country. I really do. Shout out to my Haitians, and we're sending all the love and support that we can. All right. I don't know what's going on with this Afghan stuff. Afghanistan and America pulling the troops out. Y'all explain that to me. All I know is the Taliban took over. Okay, they took over. American troops been over there since September. Well, since after the whole September 11th. Mind you, the 20th anniversary of that is next month. That's actually my aunt's birthday. We don't talk about her much, but that's what it is. I I didn't mean to make it sound like that, but if I would talk to you about her, you guys will understand exactly why I said it. Like, wow, it be your own family that do you in. Okay, listen, let me stop. Let me stop. That was not right. Okay, but if you knew the backstory, girl, you would be like, what the hell? Okay, let me just let that go. Let me just let that go. It was just very heartbreaking seeing those people trying to get the hell up out of there, because they just know this ain't right. All right, I feel for them. I really do. And there's nothing we can do. It really ain't, you know. So we just got to pray for folks, okay? We got to pray that this world heals up, and, this whole thing with the pandemic, like, they're about to start putting the mask mandate back in in my city, real, like, starting Friday. In most buildings, like, if you go into things, you have to have a mask on if you're walking around and stuff like that. And I know it's about to be some stuff We got kids that's coming up with COVID and happen to be quarantined. Where's the story about that? Um, Down there in Florida. Let me find it because I did write it down. Because I'm jumping ahead. I was gonna go back to the same thing. Did I just miss it? I don't know, bitch. It's right here. Oh, is it? Oh yeah, I did. I looked over. I'm so sorry, y'all. This sometimes I get ahead of myself, and I be wanting to go in order of my notes, but sometimes it just flows out of order. They said thousands of students in a Florida county school have either tested positive for Miss Girl or they've been exposed to it, and now they got a quarantine. And it was like 5,599 students that was reported. Mind you, this is down in Florida where they was trying to make it so that they cannot enforce the mask mandate, and if a teacher would, they would get their salaries or their paychecks docked or whatever. And the board, they voted against it. They doing the same thing, trying to implement it out there in Texas too. And the governor just came out, he was positive with stuff, and it's just, even though he asymptomatic, but he was in this Republican dinner situation or whatever, that was a whole bunch of people up in there and nobody had a mask on. And just because a person who has it is asymptomatic does not mean when they can spread it that you will be asymptomatic, or they can't spread it either. So it's crazy. It's crazy. And we're about to be in 2022 and we are still stuck in the same place. Like, I literally thought stuff was going to be better by now. I don't know why. Like, I didn't never think that it would be like completely cleared up. It's just like the flu, in a sense. Like, we gonna still have to have, you get your annual flu shots and stuff like that. I could see that happening with the vaccine. So hey, if that's what we gotta do, that's what we gotta do. I'm not forcing nobody to do nothing. I'm not preaching to nobody. You do whatever it is that you want to do, but if you get the vaccine or not, please just remember to keep your mask on. Okay, whether you got it or not, just keep your mask on. All right. You do you. I'ma do me. Um, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. But shout out to Naomi Osaka. She she's donating her prize money in her upcoming tournament to the efforts to help Haiti. So that's a good look. That's a real good look. Meanwhile, let's get in some mess. Okay, Aaron freaking Carter, like, who dug him up? And it be so funny to me when they be talking about these people they be talking about, so I got these many records, I sold these many records, I got these many hits and all this stuff. And I be like, I ain't never heard not one song. Maybe one, but other people, I be like, I've never heard not one song. So how the hell did you sell 70 plus million records, okay? Out of I Like Candy, what song did Aaron Carter put out? Maybe he just wasn't on my radar. And you want to know who else is like that? That Jesse McCartney boy, that Cody Simpson boy. I ain't never heard a song from them, but apparently they popular as hell, okay? And I'm just like, back in the day, I listened to the pop radios, okay? Cause I love me some Britney back in the day. I liked it. Liked it. I liked Backstreet Boys and the Instincts and the 98 Degrees and a little bit of LFO, and I liked all that stuff. Limp Bizkit and everything, Corn and Girl Freak on the Leash. Oh, forever a classic. I liked all that. You got your little Alanis Morissette and stuff like that. I had an eclectic taste of music. But baby, where these people come? Did I miss something? Girl, I was just like, who is these people and where did you come from? But Aaron Carter, he didn't. You got your butt whooped by Lamar Odom in a boxing match. Lamar Odom, who is twice your age, most likely. Okay, I'm not even gonna say in better, like y'all in, he's in declining health or he got better health, because truth be told, I don't want to put that out there on Aaron, but Aaron looked like some stuff is wrong with him or whatever. So, with that being said, you got your butt whooped by this old man compared to your age. We gonna put it like that, who been through a whole lot, who damn near died, okay? And you out here trying to start something with Soldier Boy and get him to do a boxing match? For what? Not Big Draco. No, no, no. First of all, Soulja Boy is problematic as hell, and that ain't got nothing to do with this. But I just wanted to say that. But at the same time, why? Why are you picking on him? It's just like, who is it like? It's like Jake Paul, okay? Jake Paul. You know, them brothers, he especially him, they always wanted to pick on black boxers and black people. I'm not saying nothing, but it's just really a little suspicious and a little odd or whatever. You know, somebody needs to pounce them down to size. And, you know, Aaron Carter, this is so random that you want to call him out and go against him, you know. But of course, Drake had to respond and said, I seen some shit on the same room of you talking about you want a box. Boy, I beat the candy out your pockets. You ain't you the nigga that had the song I Want Candy, I beat the candy out your pockets. What the fuck you talking to me about, okay? Who the fuck is Aaron Carter? I said at this point, who is he? Because we don't care. He's doing all this for attention, and truth be told, I think he do got some mental stuff that's going on. And at one point the family did try to help him out, but it just really wasn't successful. And you know, you can't force stuff on people to get help or whatever. But I don't know, I think he just a little bit bored. That's what I feel like. We've been in a pandemic and people ain't really had nothing to do, so you know, let me just do some random stuff, okay? But Aaron, go sit down, okay? Miss Nivea, now y'all know, and let me just tell you, I'm finna admit something to y'all. I still have not seen the speak on it. I'ma watch it. I'ma watch it. It's just that I've been caught up in so much stuff, okay? I'm so behind on a lot of stuff and I'm trying to catch up. But I'm going to watch it for sure. And I will report back to you. But given the clips that I seen and how raw she was in those clips, that's why I feel the need to put that out there first and to say I believe everything that she said, because who willingly comes out and say that they were sleeping with somebody who was in a relationship or is in a relationship with somebody else, okay? That's basically what Nivea's did. I don't know what prompted the girl to put out there that she was messing around with this dude named Darnell, and basically said that he pimped the shit out of her. And I was like, oh my God. And then she said, and there's many others that can attest to it that he probably did it to too. I said, oh wow, this is crazy. And he's also with another girl, like he's in a relationship, right? You know, so she just put it out there trying to expose him for whatever it is that prompted it. If y'all found out, put it down in the comments, because I need to know the full story, because I couldn't find it. I just got into the moment where she put that shit on her Insta stories and I was like, what is going on? And then, you know, he caught wind of this, and so he shared his side on his thing, talking about I feel sad for people who don't know when they need help. Sometimes trying to help somebody and talk life and uplift someone can easily be taken the wrong way. I've apologized if anything was mistaken for an interest. So basically, Nivea is saying she had a thing going with this man, okay? And he had a girlfriend. And I think he's still with that lady because she trying to put out some merchandise that's basically, you know, saying something in, you know, uncomplicated or whatever, the name title of Nivea's song. And I was like, girl, you pressed, okay? You really pressed to do some stuff like that. And you think it's cute, and we ain't finna buy it. So, you know, I don't know what your reasoning, because we team Nivea on this side, okay? But basically, Mama came through with text messages, okay? She said, what you not gonna do is make me seem like I'm a liar out here. Let me just tell you this. This whole shit with Nivea is just so random, okay? I said, why now? I'm glad it didn't come out while she was on the show, okay, for the encore. But at this moment, I'm still sitting here like, why now and why in general, okay? What prompted all of this? They must have gotten into an argument behind the scenes, and she just said, I'm finna put this nigga on blast, all right? And basically, it was some text messages of him basically saying, you know, what is it? Text messages that said, I'm thinking about you. Well, I've been thinking about you too. What you doing, sexy? Going to bed? Okay. And another one talking about some sending screenshots and talking about, you know, I love you so much or whatever. And she basically said, don't try to play me. Don't try to play me, okay? And I just don't understand Why people who cheat don't get rid of the text? I don't understand. Like, if you gonna cheat, you gotta come up with something else, okay? You know, text messages, you can't be texting and doing all that I love you stuff and I miss you and I want to talk to you stuff or whatever, not realizing that you can delete the stuff, but the person that you are texting it to, they don't have to. Now, was that a gunshot or was that a firecracker? Bitch, I think them was gunshots. This why I gotta fucking move. This why I gotta fucking move. Bitch, that sounded a little bit too close. Ooh, it shook me a little bit. Let me get back. Okay, what was I saying? Y'all gotta understand. Let me get back to myself. Them were gunshots, bitch, and it was a whole bunch of shit. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you something after this. I'll tell y'all after this. But basically, y'all gotta be careful. Y'all gotta be careful. Quit texting people if you're gonna be cheating. Okay, at least get on Snapchat. Download Snapchat just for that. Okay, because don't the snaps and shit don't stay unless they screenshot. See, you just don't cheat. Don't cheat. Okay, at this end of the day, and I believe Nivea, that shit shook me so bad. Okay, now that was a firecracker. All right. That shit just shook me so bad. Okay, what the hell was that? But anyway, Nivea, let that go. Let that go. Okay. Don't even worry about it. Fuck him or whatever. Girl, that just shook me so bad. I'm sorry. Let me tell you something. It's been a one. You know, I seen a little post on one of these blogs talking about how deadly the weekend was for Chicago, and so many people got shot or whatever, and then a 7-year-old got shot, straight bullet or something went straight through her heart, and she didn't even have a chance or whatever. And I literally wrote in one of those comment sections, I don't know if it was baller alert or something like that, but I wrote in there and I just had to say, you know, me being a Chicagoan, stuff like that don't even faze me no more. And the only reason why that shook me was because if you was in here, you would have literally been like, damn, bitch, it sound like it's right outside the window, because that's like it's literally right outside, you know. And that was a little bit too close for me. But, you know, I pray that that was just firecrackers, but it sounded like gunshots, and I know how gunshots sound. But anyway, that you become desensitized when you hear news like that, okay? And you know, you try to take up for your city and be like, oh, Chicago ain't really like that or whatever, but at the end of the day, in certain parts, Chicago really is what they say in some of the news clippings and what the media try to make it out to be. You got your parts that, you know, are okay to be in, but then when that weather gets warm, when it gets a certain time of the night, that's when all hell breaks loose in certain neighborhoods, which happens in just about a lot of states and cities or whatever. But, you know, we do get a bad rap for it. And, you know, of course, I don't understand what made it. I don't remember what made it get so big in the media to be highlighted and be used as an example of, you know, we need to get the crime off the streets and stuff like that, you know. But some of the things that they say about the violence that happens here in Chicago is true. It's true. And a lot of us, unfortunately, have become desensitized to it because we grew up around it. I grew up around this, okay? And so it's unfortunate, but, you know, I don't know what we can do to change it at this point. It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. But anyway, Nivea, leave that nigga alone. Don't even put nothing else out. All right, F him. But let's get into Lizzo. Girl, 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 girl. I told y'all last week. I was like, listen, Lizzo and Cardi got a song coming out, okay? I love me some Lizzo. I like Lizzo a lot. I really do. I like Lizzo for the simple fact that she's a big girl and she's out here doing her thing and she exudes confidence. I don't know. I don't care if she's overcompensating or if she's attempting to try to prove a point. I like the fact that she do what she want to do, okay, and she don't let the fact that she's a big girl, you know, stop her, okay. But Lizzo came out with this song Rumors, and Lizzo hasn't had a song out in a couple of years or so, cause baby, Lizzo make them type of pop songs that everybody and their mama on every commercial, every store you work come into, every product that you need to sell, it goes right for it, and they use it in the advertisement. Because a few of her songs that she came out with in her last album, baby, you couldn't escape them because everywhere you turn, they was there. I was almost like, turn this shit. Because I'm tired. I'm tired. I like it, but bitch, you're running it out, all right? And I hate when they run a song to the ground, okay? I want to run the song to the ground. I don't want y'all to do it so I can hate it, all right? But she done came out with a new song and her and Cardi. Now, I don't know what I was expecting, and I was like, Lizzo is more pop than anything, okay? She made that commercial pop music, so I should have known that it was going to be something somewhat like this, but not exactly like this. But then I thought Cardi was on it. I thought it was gonna give it like a little more of an R&B edge or something, but no, it was purely pop, which is cool. That's her lane. She ain't switching it up. That's fine. That's what works for her. I listened to the song. After saying all of that, I have to be honest, I did not like it. I did not dislike it. It's not a favorite. It's not something that I would just go out and be like, oh, let me play that new Lizzo featuring Cardi in Rumors song, okay? It's cute, but that's it. And when I'm saying cute, that's me trying to say that it's okay. It's okay. It ain't terrible. It ain't horrible like everybody's trying to say. It's just not my cup of tea, okay? It just doesn't move me to chorus. It just doesn't make me go, yes. Oh, excuse me, I had to belch. It don't make me say, yes, that's my stuff right there. That's my song. Let me repeat this. Let me repeat this. Let me repeat this. Let me back that shit back. No, it don't make me do that. Okay. And then what was so crazy is Normani's Wild Side came out, and I was listening to it. This is my initial reaction to Normani. And Cardi B was on there, and I felt like Cardi B was not needed. I didn't say her rap was bad. I just felt like for the song in general, Cardi B wasn't needed. But at the same time, Cardi B on this song, Ruins with Lizzo, I liked her verse better than anything that Lizzo was saying. Granted, Lizzo put a message out there. I will say that. I did love the message. I just didn't like the song like that, okay? I just didn't connect with the song like that. And I woke up, and apparently one of the Cardi B's fan sites had shared a clip of Lizzo on her live, and she was crying about the negativity that she gets and stuff like that, or whatever, something to that. She was on live crying. First of all, you would never get me on there crying about nothing. You'll get me on the aftermath. You'll be like, bitch, she was crying because her face puffy, okay? That's what you will get, but you ain't never gonna see no tears, okay? You ain't never finna see me break down. Well, I'm too G for that, okay? What? No. Okay, let me cry before I get on camera. And if I feel like I'm about to, bitch, let me step away. Y'all not about to make me a meme. But anyway, because some of us got some ugly cries, okay? But, she was in her feelings. And from what I gathered, like, people were saying different things as to why she was crying. And, people were saying it was because of the negative things that people were saying about the song, the negative things that people were saying about her in general. Then somebody had to throw up in there that the barbs was attacking her just because she was working with, and saying a lot of stuff just because she was working with Cardi, which would be 100% wrong of them if they were. People can work with whoever it is that they want to work with. Cardi ain't got a beef with nobody, and Cardi and Nicki beef ain't nobody else beef but them. And I don't even think that beef even stands as strong as it did in the beginning, okay? They're both mothers at this point, and I think they do their own thing, and y'all need to just let that shit go and let them be peaceful with themselves. That's what it is, okay? But at the same time, somebody said they tried to compare her or call her a mammy. I didn't like that. That's very much racial undertones and overtones, racial stuff or whatever. People were saying racist things about her. People were fat shaming her. They always fat shame Lizzo. And I just don't understand it. Okay, y'all can't take, and that's why I had to tweet out, I don't want to be famous, okay? I never had the desire to be famous because, especially in the body that I am, I do love myself, but just because I love myself does not mean there's going to be a whole bunch of people that's going to love me for my personality and not try to attack me because of my weight or because of things that I say or whatever. I don't need all that stress, okay? I don't need all that stress. And we can act like stuff don't hurt us or whatever, but when it becomes a whole bunch of people saying it a lot of times, that stuff will get to you, okay? They say stick and stones will break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Words do hurt. Words really do hurt. This is coming from somebody that got, bullied a little bit because of my weight ever since I was younger. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't start easing up until I was in high school. And that's what it is. And I'm pretty sure people probably still say stuff now, but I just don't hear it, and I have learned to block stuff out and be more, like, I'm fat. Okay, it is what it is. And you could say that, you should ignore stuff or whatever. Sometimes when it gets to the negative stuff like that, it's very much hard to ignore it, especially when you've been hearing it all your life. When you've been hearing it all your life. And Lizzo look like she the type that's been hearing it all her life, and she's trying to exude this confidence and show that, she's all about body positivity and things like that. But at the same time, everybody has their breaking point. And I can say on here is, just ignore it. But it is what it is. Sometimes that shit gets to you. But at the same time, I'm not going to be crying over because somebody said that they don't like my song or they don't like that's their opinion. And if they don't like it, they don't fucking like it. But if you fat shaming just to be fat shaming and, you're body shaming just to be body shaming because you ain't got nothing else to pick on, that's trash. That's trash. And I can understand why you're hurt by that. Because ever since Lizzo came out in her career, they've been talking mess about her body. All right. And I feel that's the reason why she do what she do. And I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all. I love when Lizzo, have the confidence in her, like the time when she went to the basketball game with her ass out or whatever. Because if it was a skinny bitch, y'all wouldn't have said nothing. Y'all probably would have had a little bit to say, but it wouldn't have been all the mess that y'all gave on her. No. If she the same stuff that she be doing on her Instagram and on her TikTok, showing her body, showing her ass and all that stuff, if it was a smaller person, y'all wouldn't have as much to say. Some people will have something to say, but y'all wouldn't have as much to say as many of the IG models that's out there doing the exact same thing, being a bathing suit, being thongs and stuff like that. They don't get hate like that. But because Lizzo is a big girl and she's confident, or at least appearing to be confident in her body or whatever, y'all don't like fat people. It's a lot of people that don't like fat people. And it is what it is. Okay, that's why she get hate, and we got to understand that that's what it is. We have to come to the reasonable conclusion that that's what it is. Okay, but at the end of the day, with all that being said, I can say sometimes it seems like Lizzo be over fucking doing it. There be sometimes like I'm all here for it, bitch. But let me tell you something. Depending on the mood that I am in that day, I don't want to open up my goddamn Instagram and see your ass, okay? I don't want to see it that day. Maybe the next day I'll be like, okay, bitch, that's cute. But right now, I don't want to see your ass. Every other post, I don't want to see your ass, all right? It's cute or whatever, but damn, give me a break, okay? Give me a break for a couple of days, okay? And then you go back. And then give me another break. And then you come back. But other than that, some people just don't want to see it at all. And that's fine. If you don't, just block the person. I don't understand devoting energy to downing somebody that you don't like just because you don't like them in general. That never made sense to me. Like, if I'm not a fan of yours, I'm not following anything about you. And even if the headlines come up about you, I'm not clicking on it to see what it's talking about. Why would I? I don't like Azalea Banks, but I'm not finna go and trash her and go to her Instagram and go to her Twitter if she got one and talk mess about her and do all that stuff. No, I'm not finna do that. Now, if it's some stuff that come across in the blogs and I have to talk about it for what it is, I'll give my opinion and I'll let that shit go. Other than that, I don't care. Why do we care so much? I don't get it. Y'all leave that lady alone. And Lizzo, negativity when it comes to your music or whatever, it comes, okay? Everybody is not going to like your music, okay? Everybody is not going to like your music. You've been in the industry long enough to know this, okay? And you need to understand that with positivity, there's sometimes and there will be negativity, okay? People will like it, people will hate it, okay? And you have to deal with it. You have to deal with it. You can't get on the internet crying about that because that comes with your job. That comes with your job. Beyonce do not get on the internet crying about somebody not. Beyonce ain't get on the internet about me not locking your top off. Okay, she ain't get on the internet because I said I can't. It's not that I couldn't stand it, but I was just like, what is this? Bitch, that's probably why I ain't get no box, okay? And at the beginning, I really was like, what the hell is 7-Eleven, okay? Bitch, but when I'm drunk as shit, 7-Eleven is my goddamn song, okay? That is my shit. Top Off and 7-Eleven is two of my least favorite Beyonce songs, okay? But bitch, when I'm drunk, 7-Eleven goes hard, okay? It goes fucking hard, bitch. And I'm just like, all these artists, Rihanna get hate, okay? Rihanna don't get on the internet crying and letting that shit get to you. You cry in private. You don't let these trolls or whatever see you down or whatever. No, fuck all that. What Karen tell Wendy? Don't let these ladies out here see you sweating, crying like that. Don't do that shit. Girl, we need to talk. We need to talk. Because, big girls link or whatever. Like, girl, I don't know. Shout out to Sakuri. Is it Sakuri or Sakuri? Sakuri Richardson. So she gonna be going against the all Jamaican trio, gold medalist at Oregon Classic. This classic in Oregon. Okay, they gonna be doing the 100 meter. What they gonna be racing? Richardson was disqualified. Yeah, they're gonna be going against each other. They're gonna be squaring off or whatever. Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it to see her back on the track. She messed up. She understood what she did, and she paid the consequences. Is the Olympics over? If it is, they didn't have no closing ceremony. They just went home. Nobody cared about the closing ceremony. When is the Olympics in? Girl, I forget all of I forgot all about the Olympics. I really did. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna do that, okay? But yeah, shout out to them, okay? That look like it's gonna be a good time because these are all talented ladies, okay, that are going against each other and they're super fast. So, that seemed like a good time. I hope they have it so that we can see it, like either on TV or a link that we can stream it or whatever, because I would like to see that. TLC and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Boom, 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 boom. Tell me what you gonna do, because it ain't nowhere to hide. Okay, Bone Thugs and Harmony and TLC, they going on this tour. Okay, it's called The Celebration of Crazy Sexy Cool. And I was like, okay, let me just say this. It is a lot of older acts, that I actually do like that are going on tour at this moment. Like October is like the month of tours right about now, okay? The month of freaking tours right about now. You got SWV, I think, going on tour. I think In Vogue going on tour. Girl, everybody and their mama going on tour in October, okay? And I'm all the way here for it. And some of them tickets are like selling like hotcakes too. So if Tion and Miss Rosanda, they wanna I hope I said her name right, Chili. Y'all wanna come out and, do y'all little thing, celebration of your album, that's cute or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a nice little vibe because let me tell you something. You ain't lived until you listen to the Crazy Sexy Cool album. You ain't. Excuse me. I don't think it gets enough as much props as it should, because that album is like in my top 5. Okay, that album is my top 5. Oh my god, when I tell you I love every freaking song. Woo! Back in the day, in the 90s, early 2000s, they used to make albums where just about every song could have been a #1 single if they would have released it. Bitch, Crazy Sexy Cool was one of those, okay? Let me say, I've been watching you. No, let me stop. I'm not finna give y'all that. I'm not finna give that. And I know you want it, but it depends on how you kick your game. That's my shit. Rest in peace, Left Eye. But that is my shit, bitch. Okay, listen, y'all just don't understand. I'm actually kind of hyped for it because at first I was gonna be like, girl, don't nobody want to come see y'all. But then again, I was like, I actually want to see it because I seen a little documentary. They was documenting one of the last shows that they did or whatever on Netflix, I believe, and it was cute. It was cute, and them motherfuckers was sold out. I said, all right, they still got it. People still want to come see them. I like it. I think people don't respect TLC the way that they need to. Because let me tell you something. When TLC came in the game, they came in the game. Okay? They did their thing. All right? Bitch, the only thing that kind of screwed them up, that was after Left Eye passed away, and they was trying to put out that album, that last album that they came out with, and it took forever, and they was using Kickstarter. They had us pay for them to make. Girl, anyway. I'm not gonna do that to their legacy. I would like to see it. I would. Somebody videotape it and put it on YouTube so I can see it. Anyway, moving on from that. So remember Ava DuVernay's show When They See Us on Netflix about the Central Park Five? And, Miss Linda Fairstein, the prosecutor that was in the case or whatever, she did not like the way that she was depicted in the show. And she found it grossly inaccurate and defamatory. Okay. So she basically wanted to put out a lawsuit against them. And at one point, Netflix has sought to get the lawsuit dismissed on grounds of the First Amendment, But at this point, I think that the lawsuit, she might be able to do the lawsuit at this point. I was like, wow. And they said she can sue over the depiction that she was depicted in the movie. I said, I don't think she's going to win. But they said, yes, she can sue. So, I don't know. Lee, girl, you messed up, okay? You messed up, and I truly feel like that's how you was. That's really how you was in real life. That's just how the air was. Okay, let me pause. Speaking about how people are being depicted and talk about the vaccine or whatever, girl, Carrie Underwood was trending on Twitter earlier today because it was some conservative dude that is an anti-vaxxer or whatever. He put up a video and come to find out she liked the video. And it was about like having, no mask for the kids, making it so that the kids won't have no mask or something like that. And I was just like, oh, people was in an uproar. And I was like, she's a country music star, okay? She's a country music star. Most of them probably feel the same way, and most of them are most likely conservative. So why are we surprised? It is what it is. And we have got to understand that just because we like something one way and we believe in something one way, there are other people that don't. And you have to be okay with that. Because you ain't gonna change these folks' minds, okay? It ain't even worth arguing back and forth, okay? They believe what they believe, you believe what you believe. And that's just it. Okay? Moving on from that, excuse me. Y'all remember the show Atlanta, right? They came on FX. We only got 2 seasons of it. It's been damn near 3 years since we got another season that was supposed to happen a while ago, and they did. I think they filmed season 3 and season 4. Season 3 taking place over there in Europe. So we still don't have an official date, but they said that it's coming early 2022. And my whole thing is this. I gotta go back and watch season 1 and season 2 all over again just so I can jog my goddamn memory as to what happened. That's how long it's been. And I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. When the pandemic first happened and everything went down and the shows wasn't coming back the way that they was consecutively used to come back, baby, I forgot a lot of stuff, and I had to go at least look at either some of my reviews or, go read the synopsis on some of these shows that I was reviewing because I had forgot. I said it was only gone for a few months more than it usually is, and you forget all of that? Girl, I had clocked out. My brain said, bitch, we on vacation, okay? Listen, Atlanta, y'all remember what it was about. I remember some of the stuff. That episode, oh my God, Teddy, what was his name? The dude it was kind of like emulated Michael Jackson, the guy that was up in the musician that was in the house with the and he showed up at the award show and he was sitting next to Issa, but it wasn't Donald Glover. Oh my God, that was so funny. Okay, when he was going over there to pick up that piano, that was funny. I remember that one. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna have to look it up or whatever and rewatch it just to see. Oh, some shows that I am watching though. Let me put this out here. HBO Max. I seen people on Twitter talking about this show called The Prince, okay? And they was talking about how funny it was, all right? And so my mom had texted me, was like, have you ever seen this show called The Prince? She did this like this past weekend. I was like, I've heard about it. She was like, oh my God, it's so wild. And I said, let me go look at it, okay? The episodes are literally less than 15 minutes. None of them are over 15 minutes, okay? They're like 13, 14 minutes at the max. And I'm just looking at this stuff, and it is making fun of the royal family. Baby, if you... It is funny, okay? I suggest y'all watch it. I will be watching Miss Pat. As soon as I finish, I'm pretty sure I'll be finished with The Prince probably tomorrow or whenever I pick it back up, because I'm off tomorrow and I usually catch up on all my shows while I'm at work. Girl, I be needing something to do, listen to while I'm doing my work to get my stuff done faster, whatever. But I'm watch it and catch up. Child, somebody done texted me. I'm gonna watch that and finish it. Hopefully tomorrow, because when I go back to work on Thursday, I want to get started on Miss Pat on BET streaming. Like, y'all say that shit is good, okay? And I've seen nothing but everybody that's been talking about it on my timeline. They said that it's really good, and I need to get into it. I already was gonna watch it, but I'm definitely going to watch it, okay? So y'all ain't gotta worry. I'ma watch it. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. This whole thing with Nicki Minaj and her husband, I really want to say that it's not true, but I can kind of believe it. Basically, they about to get sued by this girl, the girl that her husband was convicted in 1995 of raping, and trying to get her to recant her story, and having her harassed and trying to bribe her and offer her money and doing all this other stuff. It's oh my God, it's just not right. It's just not right. If this is true, which at this point, I don't think the girl has anything to lie about, but if she can back this up with the evidence and show all the proof and it's there, that's just messed up. That's just messed up. You did the crime. Okay? Suffer the consequences. Let the consequences happen. All right? It is what it is. If you didn't want this to happen, you shouldn't have did it. Okay? And I hate that Nicki got herself involved with this person, but the heart wants what the heart wants, and now she has a child with him, and now you are taking on his issues. Why? I know that's your husband, but bitch, I wouldn't. I'm sorry. First of all, I would never have. But they said, let me tell y'all what they said. I'm not saying this what they saying. In the lawsuit, she claims that she's being harassed by the Patties, that Nicki has reportedly, repeatedly made her offers to change her story. She claims that both Nicki and Kenneth have directly and indirectly harassed her. She also claims that they have threatened her not to speak about the incident, causing her emotional distress, and that the harassment began in 2018 when Nicki allegedly made comments about how Kenneth was wrongly accused and claimed that the girl recanted her story, and she said that never happened. Then in March 2020, the girl claimed that Nicki called her, offered to fly her and her family to Los Angeles in exchange for recanting her rape claims against her husband during the arrest for failing to register as a sex offender. What we gonna do up in LA? Girl, I can fly to LA on my own. Nigga, you could have gave me something better than that, girl. Okay? She declined that, and just a few days later, she and her family suffered an onslaught of harassing and phone calls and unsolicited visits. Bitch. Girl, I got the notes here. Ooh, hold on. Unsolicited visits. Girl, where is that? Following the calls and the visits, she said that Nicki had her people reach out to the brother and offer him a $500,000 payment. in exchange for a statement recanting these allegations against Kenneth. And if that wasn't enough, she said that the brother declined and Nicki sent lawyers to her home to try to pressure her into recanting the story. Listen, truth be told, and then offer her some more money, and basically she had to leave and all this stuff. She basically saying she living in fear, and she's suing Nicki and Kenna for intentional infliction of emotional distress, harassment, and witness intimidation, and suing Perry for sexual assault related, for the sexual assault that she was convicted in 95. My whole thing is this. Nicki, I will hope that she's smarter than this. I will hope that she is so much smarter than this, and it's probably her husband that's doing this shit. That's what I hope, that it comes out that he was actually doing this. And this how you have to understand that you have to pick the person that you need to be, that's going to uplift you and not going to make you look bad. He could be cool dude, but at this point in time, he is not good for her image. You're about image, okay? You are about image, and let's understand that. And people are really fickle these days. They can support you one day and be like, F you because of who you with the next day, And you don't want that to happen. And so, I don't know. I just hope Nicki smartens up, and I really hope that she is not out here doing that. I would hate that for her. I don't know, but y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Do y'all believe the girl, or do you think that she's just doing the most? Which one? I don't want to victim blame, because they did convict him for this. He did go to jail for that crime, so that's why he's a registered sex offender right now. I'm just saying. But Barack Obama had a little birthday party last week or whatever. He turned 60. The birthday party was going to be a little bit bigger, but they scaled back because of the pandemic or whatever. I'm pretty sure he already knew that he was going to get a whole bunch of backlash from it, because, the Republicans and all that stuff, they be getting on them about them having gatherings and stuff. But they didn't say you couldn't party, okay? The country did open up again. But at the same time, I do feel as though, bitch, I ain't finna be at nobody party like that, okay? And then y'all posting it, I don't even know, like, he should have made it so that, and the only reason why I knew a party was going on, because I saw Erykah Badu post a video, with Barack dancing in the back, and she just going around just posting it, and like she was holding it up like that. I said, girl, is you supposed to be showing us this? Okay, the video was down now. The video is down now. And then B Legion, they posted all the fan sites of Beyonce posted, a still shot of her getting into the car, and said that she was on her way to the birthday party. And I was like, okay. It wouldn't have been me. It would have been me. I would have had to politely decline, and because these variants are out here, and, just because people got the vaccine and wore a mask all this whole time don't mean that anything can't happen to them just from that one moment that they took their mask off. Okay, I'm just saying. So I understand some of the backlash. But for Andre Leon Talley, okay, the guy that was about to get evicted from his home, okay, because he ain't paid or whatever, he come out and say, I think the nouveau riches, Obamas, are seriously tone deaf. We all love a climate warming. Wait a minute. We all love Beyonce, but people have so many things to worry about with COVID, voting rights, climate warming. People are afraid of being evicted from their homes, and the Obamas are in Marie Antoinette. It's tacky. Let them eat cake mode. They need to remember their humble roots. What exactly can they do about... Wait a minute, what? They're not technically in power at this point. So what exactly can they do at this point? You do know that President Barack Obama is not the current sitting president. So at this point in time, I don't believe he can make laws and do anything that people are actually going to listen to at this point. Understand that, maybe they could have put off the party a little bit. I will agree with that. But at the same time, it's his 60th birthday party. It's not like the Obamas been out here just frolicking and throwing wild parties and extravagant parties here and there throughout this whole pandemic. This the first time, if anything, because I ain't really been paying attention, but this the biggest thing I seen them do. Okay, and I don't even, bitch, let me find out it was only like 50 people there. That's still a lot, but still, and I'm pretty sure the guest list probably was bigger than that post pre-COVID, but to say that they're living in a Marie Antoinette let them eat cake mode, they're celebrating his birthday. They can't celebrate the birthday. It's a whole bunch of people out here doing that. What the freak? It's not like they, girl, his humble roots. Well, when he was young, I'm pretty sure they celebrated his birthday too. Like, it was, I get it, but at the same time, it just felt like you was just trying to take this opportunity to dig at him. Like, I don't know, for whatever reason. Like, you're trying to appease some other group or something like that. And I understand, like, you can't call one stat out without calling the other out. I get that. But if you're going to call it out, make it make sense, okay? He can't do nothing about climate warming. He can give his opinion, but they ain't got to listen to him because technically speaking, he's not in office like that no more, okay? He can't really do anything about people getting evicted because he's not in office like that. He's not the president anymore, okay? He can't do nothing about voting rights because he's not the president no more. He's not on the Senate floor. He's no longer a senator at this point, okay? He is a public figure at this point, but he's not a governmental, like, he's not in that capacity that he used to be like that. He don't have that right. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Okay? Like, I can see if you would have said, with people out here in these Delta variants and stuff coming out, you could have probably put it off to the side or scaled back a little bit more than what you already scaled back. That's what you could have did. Set an example like that and just like put your shit on the back hole. But to bring up the voting rights and the climate change and all, I'm like, sir, what? You talking about eviction? Are you talking about yourself? Girl, go somewhere, okay? Anyway, continue prayers for Keisha Cole and her family. They laid Frankie to rest, and I know she's still going through it, and I just hope that everything gets okay with her and she has the proper people around her and tactics or whatever, like therapy and all that stuff to help with the grieving process as well, if it even comes to that. But I just pray for them to be okay. Losing a parent or losing a loved one, period, is never easy. Trust me, I know. But yeah, prayers to them continuously. Rihanna Fenty Company is getting sued for $10 million because of a song that was used incorrectly, incorrect song that was used during her fashion show that offended a lot of Muslims. Okay. The words were offensive to the Muslims, and the musician who wanted to hide her identity claims that Rihanna did reach out to her, or the company did reach out to her to use one of her songs during the Savage Fenty show last fall, but accidentally played a version of that song that included a sample of a sacred Islamic proverb, and that was being chanted. And she claims that after that got out, she kept on getting a whole bunch of threats, like her life was being threatened. And now she's, suing for anxiety and depression, So I think it's understandable, but at the same time, yeah, I get it. I can't even make up nothing for it. I can't even, defend that, because even though it was an accident, it was something that should have been looked into. And this lady is now suffering from it because people are giving her death threats and, things like that. And, motherfuckers don't play these days. Okay. So I get it. I get it. Congrats are in order to Chad Okocinco and his fiance, Sherelle Rosado. The couple just revealed that they are expecting their first child together. He already got a few kids, but, congrats to them. Iggy Azalea said that, the record company should at least have one psychologist on staff. Oh, I gave y'all a long video. That's cute. One psychologist on staff, hire some psychologists to help the artists when they are dealing with the hate and pressure. In general. they need to have a psychologist, okay? You would think they would have something like that, a psychologist, a therapist, a life coach, or whatever. They need to invest more into these artists, okay? And quit just, recycling them and throwing them out, throwing them out, throwing them out, throwing them out. You showing that they really don't care. These record labels don't really care about these artists as long as they produce what it is that they are signed up to produce. That's all they care about. So, hey, it is what it is. And the last thing, Fallon and goddamn Simon, I'm tired of them. And all I'm going to say is, I'm not going to say that Simon was 100% correct when he said that the bitch was pregnant. That the woman was pregnant. Because to me, it sounded like he just threw that out there just to throw it out there to deflect the hate and the negativity that was coming towards him. But at this point in time, she pregnant, okay? Now, I had posted my video talking about it, and I was trying to get a girl the benefit of the doubt. I said, I looked at her whole video, and she said that she was after 2 months. They waited till after 2 months to say something, so I gave her because I really couldn't see no bump. And then I realized when I went back, and then they had showing for what's coming up next on the next episode. And then I was like, is that a little bump that I see? I said, oh, so all this shit is pre-recorded. Okay. So you're releasing them at set times. And I was like, oh. So she probably further along than I thought. I stand corrected, bitch. I was giving her maybe 3 to 4 months. It looked like she between 4 and 6 months. Okay. And so I want them to go away. I really do. Because at this point, I don't care no more. I don't care no more. Portia, bring your ass back on the show so you can talk about it. Okay, that's all. That's all. Okay, so we can have something to look forward to. Okay, Portia, don't do us like that. Don't do us like that. And I still like Portia, but this don't vindicate Portia. Portia still trash as shit for what she did. Simon still trash as shit for what he did, and so was Fallon. Okay, if she was cheating with that boy, she's trashed as shit too. He is too. All of them. All of them. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel about it, because I do not believe that they was in a relationship for 1 month. They was talking for way longer than that. Anyway, girl, let me get up off of here. I will see y'all later. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week, and I will see y'all later on tonight for Sisters. Peace.